Good morning, tangerines. How did I come in there, Danny? Was it loud? I feel like I was way too close to the mic. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of
Gents.
Today we are joined by Danny Solaris, followed by Adrian. No last name because he says if he wants to keep his. Do you want to play a game, Danny?
Yeah.
Do you want to play a game? When Adrian was only 5 years old, he tripped somebody, and now he must suffer the consequences by suffering through these torturous puzzles. Jigsaw. I'm Jigsaw. Adrian, do you accept these terms?
No, I do not actually.
That's too bad because that's part of the game. You gotta abide by the rules. Danny, do you accept these terms?
Of course, let's go all the way.
That's what I like to hear. Now you must go up to Adrian, suck his big toe. What's up, everybody? How we doing?
I just started salivating for some reason.
If I'm being honest, I don't know what happened there. This new... whatever I got going on up here, it's got me feeling some type of way. You know what I mean?
Watch the video, people. Just watch the video. Jason has a hat backwards, and in the the middle hole of the hat, he has his curls going through there.
Now
It just looks.
You said middle hole, Danny. It made me think of these holes.
Oh,
Should I put strands of hair through those holes?
Imagine that. That would be pretty cool.
That would be really cool. I think it's gonna take too long right now. We should have done that in the pre-show.
No. Because if your hair is curly and you try to pull it out, it might actually hurt. Because
No, it won't. hurt. My hair is very strong. It won't hurt. You could. This. You see this?
I was gonna say something.
It's not doing anything.
Never mind. Yeah. You try whatever you want to try.
What color were you guys paint your hair?
Ooh.
You guys what to do?
You know what, Danny? There was a point about 4 years ago. I wanted to dye my hair blonde for a little bit just to see what it looked like, but like a platinum blonde.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
You gotta.
Yep.
Jonathan once tried, and it came out more silver than blonde. He kept it. He was
really?
rocking it. I don't think it looked bad at all. But it's also because he's also a white boy, so makes sense on him. I think with me it's gonna look a little unnatural. But what about you, Danny? You said platinum blonde.
Planet too. Yeah. What's your style?
Adrian? No, that's not blonde.
That's like silver.
No,
It's like
silver.
silver
Sorry.
or white.
I think it says like. Oh, my bad. I was thinking silver white. Yeah. So different.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different.
Okay.
I need you to look up platinum blonde and then talk to me. Adrian, what about you? You know what, actually? I looked up platinum blonde. This looks very Witcher.
That's what I said. That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, but there's a different color for like.
This looks
gray.
Never
gray?
mind. This is too white. This is too white
No, not gray actually.
than what I was expecting. I'm just going with blonde. Final answer. Punch it in. Adrian?
Actually. Ooh. This is.
The story of a girl.
Well, you know what? I'll do. If it's not platinum blonde, white. Like actual white.
White.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Sorry. Let me get you my train of thought here. We were talking about dyeing hair. Then I thought about Danny come visit us for Halloween, and then we're gonna go out dressed in these hair color that we wanted. Then I started thinking about costumes. Then I started thinking about when we were all super into Friday the 13th, and we were going to cosplay / costumes those characters and see who gets it. It's gonna be very, very specific people that will get it. Do you guys remember how fun that game was?
Yes. It was such a good game in the beginning.
Played most. I barely played it, but they took it down because of the rights, right? Because Warner Brothers was like, no.
Oh, well, it's still up.
Is it? No.
It's still up. They just stopped updating the game.
They can't update. They couldn't touch the game anymore because of the rights. I don't think it's WB, but yeah, that was a shame. Danny, you missed out on some good
Universal,
times,
I think.
You guys were playing it, and I was like, ah, damn it.
You
We
missed
found,
pretty fun.
little Mitchells,
Little Mitchells. Danny, there was a thing.
Mm.
There was a lot of children playing that game.
Weirdly, like, especially at night.
Yeah.
It was just like, what?
a lot of children playing, and
Kids like horror games for some reason. Like
they're
this
crazy.
type of horror games.
We've talked about it before, Danny. These kids
Yeah.
are getting desensitized to what horror is, and they don't care. But there was a bunch of kids playing, and they would use. Everyone had a proximity chat. Like it was not everybody, but most people had proximity chat on. So we're all just like talking to each other, and the kids would come up, and there was one kid who was named Mitchell, and then. The next time we played, there was another kid, random kid. We just called him Mitchell, and he got really upset with us calling him Mitchell. And then we just started calling all the kids Mitchell, and that's it. It was fun.
It's $5 right now.
It was to the point where Jason made a friend with one of these kids.
Okay, let's rephrase that a little bit, baby.
Okay.
Online.
Online, yeah.
No.
The kid added Jason on his place in PSN
Just because we were playing together.
Yeah, because we ended up I think playing another match with him, and we invited him, and then he friended all of us. But then he really liked Jason at the time. His name was different, and it was like Agent, and he would like just hang around Jason the entire time. It was like agent, and then I'd be the asshole because I would like to kill people like as a survivor with a shotgun or like run them over. And then he would be scared of me, so he's like, Agent, I got the battery. Don't give it to him. And I was like, oh god.
A little bit of background on that. So I since I was about 15, I worked at a basketball camp for 7 to 13, 14-year-olds. So I've learned how to talk to that demographic. So it came out when playing video games with these kids. I knew how to talk to them and get on not their side, but I don't want to say befriend because it might sound creepy. But I don't mean it's a creepy way, but befriend those kids and just make them feel comfortable.
In a positive way.
A lot better with kids
in a positive way.
Sure.
You befriend them in a positive way.
Yeah, and so so most of the time I'd get these kids. I remember this one time I betrayed one of them.
You felt so bad.
It's fun. It was fun betraying them. Because you'd be so they'd be the killer, and I'll go up to them and I trick them. I'd be like, hey, don't worry, I'm your like let me come show you where the other survivors are at, and I'd pull them, and then I'd eventually trick them.
You gotta see this game. It was pretty fun. You guys put it more. Yeah.
I wish we would.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre now.
I wish we would have streamed, or I would have streamed this when it first came out.
Yeah.
It was the best part was the beginning when, I mean, it sucked because people did it, but then I was like, fuck it, we're gonna start doing it where we would kill other survivors because you would spawn in. Yeah, you would spawn in with, I think there was one shotgun on the map, and you would spawn in with Tommy, I think.
When you die, one lucky person gets spawned in as Tommy.
And then you would be able to kill, like, I don't know, I didn't think they would thought about that, but you would be able to shoot a survivor and kill them. So they're technically your teammates, and you would kill them.
You could run them over at the beginning. There was a lot of errors that they had that made the game more fun, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people were complaining because it was also very toxic.
Yeah, it's very toxic. Because we would literally try to die the first instance. We try to die, at least I would, and spawn in as Tommy.
That's right.
And then if the guy was a piece of shit, I would shoot him and kill him. Because it happened to us. We were trying to do a good run, and then the guy was an asshole because he was complaining about something, and he killed either me or he killed you, Jason. He killed one of us, and I was just like, I'm over this. The next time I'm killing somebody, and I think we tried to run that guy over with a car.
I wish we had footage of all those games. I played a lot. It's almost getting too.
We tried to run so many people over.
Oh, that was. I think we avoided escaping so we could run people over at some point.
Yeah,
it was fun. We're getting closer to spooky season if we're not there yet.
We are there.
When does spooky season start? Is it September?
It's September now. No, even before. I think I already saw Halloween stuff in the end of July. I went to get Pumpkin Spice.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah. There's some spooky season stuff already in the end of July. The beginning of August.
The store's already open, so.
Yeah. Oh, Spirit. Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
I got my Pumpkin Spice today. So that's
God.
officially.
You guys like pumpkin spice?
I do not.
I'm
I
indifferent
like it.
towards it.
I like anything in the fall, man. Anything fall. Give it
Listen,
to
as
me.
as much as like I like Starbucks, and I feel like Starbucks is like a basic, like white bitch kind of thing to drink.
Starbucks.
Yeah, I feel like pumpkin spice is like you're a super white, like white bitch person to like. Not
Yeah,
like
they know.
you know what I mean? Like you're super. That's a white thing to do. Like, oh, I got my pumpkin spice latte, and like I picture you with Uggs, with like a scarf, blonde hair. Sadly.
Yeah.
Very stereotypical, but
Yeah, I think we're getting away from that though. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think I think now it's turned into a pumpkin spice latte. Just means that we're in that time of
We're in
season,
time of the
we're
year
in that time
already.
of the year, and I mean, Danny's over there. I don't think Danny's walking around with Uggs, getting pumpkin.
I don't
spice.
know.
I said I
They
don't
look
think.
comfortable. They
Did
look
Denise-
comfortable though.
I've
Did
always
Denise buy it for you?
No, I got it.
Uggs do look comfortable. Are there a lot of people in Oregon wearing Uggs? Like still? Because we used to have a lot of people wearing Uggs in California.
Not
but-
many. Maybe the black ones, not the brown ones. Maybe the
Mm.
black ones.
Hmm.
You know what I remember about Uggs?
What do you remember about Uggs, Danny?
I got hit on by a guy when I used to work at my first job. This guy was wearing Uggs, and he was like, "Hey, hi, how you doing today?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine." And then I guess he left his phone number and a little letter saying like, "Hey, call me if you wanna, we can chat or something." But I just remember
Okay.
him being like, "Huh?" I think he was just white, and then he was wearing Uggs. Yeah, that's what I remember.
So you said you want to get into those Uggs? Is that what you're saying?
Ayo.
I don't know. I want to try those Uggs. They look comfortable. He looked comfortable. I don't know.
You said he looked comfortable.
Yeah,
Could you define that a little bit?
like he looked comfortable. He was like happy walking. He wasn't hurting his feet.
Got it,
They
okay.
don't look like they're good for your feet though. They don't seem like they have a lot of
They're
cushion.
flat. That's just no.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
feel like you would
It's
want to
just
wear
cozy.
them like at home, like in a
The
blanket, kind of.
slippers.
Yeah.
Man, I wish it got cold down here. I want because you just made that sound so nice, Adrian.
Yeah.
It's weird now,
I
though,
mean-
the temperature wise.
You know,
You got a hurricane.
That is
Yeah.
true.
You guys didn't run out of the house.
I didn't
No.
feel I didn't feel the earthquake. The hurricane didn't land here, where I'm at anyway. So
I was working at the time, and I thought I was like, am I drunk right now? Why is like I felt like I was wobbling a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened?
You guys.
I didn't even know until like maybe an hour
You
later.
guys need to move out of there, man. It's the land of the sand.
it's Vegas.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh.
You're a potato. I watched Bottoms last night. You guys heard this movie, Bottoms?
Bottoms.
Bottoms, yeah. It's a comedy
No.
movie that just came out this weekend. It's with the I'm not gonna remember her name.
Rachel Senat.
Rachel Sennett.
Ayo
Yeah.
Edibiri.
She's from The Bear. And then
Ruby
Rachel
Cruz?
Sennett is from Shiva Baby. Very funny movie. Very, very funny. It was very 2000s comedy. It was very 2000s comedy. It was raunchy. It went places I wasn't expecting.
Ooh.
Very funny. I do highly recommend this movie. It was.
It looks
different-
like something that the niece will like a lot because it's kind of like a high school kind of.
Yeah, they're in high
teenagers.
school. They're in high school.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
but
Is
it was not the type of comedy that isn't. It's not really getting released these days. And I'm
It's
happy
like a
there's comedy.
Clueless. It's like a Clueless.
No,
in a way.
no, it's
Oh,
it's
no?
it's
maybe
not
like
as
not another teen movie.
It's a little closer to Not Another Teen Movie, but not being as slapsticky. It takes itself a little more serious than Not Another Teen Movie. But
Nice.
Clueless was a little more. It wasn't as on the nose with the comedy.
Gotcha.
Some parts were, I guess, but
Got a
no, it's
95
different.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
What does?
That movie.
Oh, Bottoms. It's very funny. I do recommend. We don't get enough comedy movies like this.
Is it
or in
theaters?
general, yeah, or I was gonna say, or in theaters. What's happened to comedy? I feel like people are blaming PC culture, and
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because this movie isn't very PC either, but it's like poking fun at it.
Also, we have a lot
way to
of
do it.
stand-up comedies now, though. There's a lot of stand-up comedies. Maybe that's what. Like,
No, because I feel like stand-up comedies, like stand-up specials, do good, which would indicate people want to see like comedy movies. I feel like studios are just trying to focus on like, oh my god, let's make like the big blockbuster, like the superhero movies, because that's what everybody wants. It's like
superheroes and
that's not what everybody wants.
They want the next
they're
franchise.
cool.
They're looking for the next big franchise.
Also, what can we make like 3 movies out of one fucking movie?
The fact that
like
Barbie has created, Mattel is creating a Mattel universe is insane. Love the movie Barbie, but like we don't need fucking Hot Wheels movie, guys. Right?
You haven't seen it, and sorry, it's gonna be a little bit of spoiler for the new Transformers movies, or the new Transformer Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, was it cool?
It's kind of like a soft reboot. Well, if you haven't seen it, Jason, I know you don't care. So
I don't care for the spoiler, but I did kind of want to watch it. But you could go ahead.
You gotta say the spoiler though. Spoiler warning. You gotta say the spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
What type of spoiler is there for this movie?
Yeah, there's a big deal. Spoiler warning.
There's like a big twist.
Yeah,
it's towards the end.
Hold on, Adrian. Ask Jason. Okay, Jason, let me ask you. I don't know why I'm telling Jason to tell you what I get. What type of spoiler do you think there is?
That's what I'm trying to wonder. I'm already trying to think what could be the spoiler for a movie like Transformers, and I was going to keep talking until I come up with something stupid or come up with any type of spoiler. I can't think of a spoiler except that maybe it's not on Earth.
No, it's.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's something I would have never thought about it until I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense.
Spoilers for
like, Beast. That doesn't really make sense because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But then again, the toy line
thing. Yeah, but it's the same thing that happened with Barbie, apparently. You know, like. But okay, so the spoiler is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spoiler.
It was a weird way to count up. It's usually a countdown for a spoiler.
I don't know. But so the spoilers at the end, like the movie's kind of over. They essentially introduce G.I. Joe.
That's sick.
As part of the universe.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I don't even have that much of a touchstone with G.I. Joe, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's fucking spoilers, dude. That would have been exciting.
And apparently there's a comic book.
Too long.
There's comic books.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I was like, how are they going to pull off G.I. Joe with Transformers together in the same universe?
So how do they do it? Are they like, hey, I'm G.I. Joe?
No.
You know what? Like, don't even tell me. I'll watch the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to have a movie night by myself or something because there's a few movies that Diana does not care to watch, like the Pope's Exorcist. I still gotta watch that. That's on my list.
Oh, I want to watch that too.
And Transformers. She gives zero shits about this movie.
I thought it was. It still falls into the same. The Transformers still falls into like the same.
I liked it. I liked it though.
It's better than some. I liked it. It's just
compared to Bumblebee.
It's the same issue.
How was it?
It continues Bumblebee. It's like a continuation of Bumblebee.
I like Bumblebee. Bumblebee was a little too long, but I liked it.
I care about the people. With this one, I didn't really care about the humans. Like, I just want more Transformers. Give me more Transformers lore and stuff.
Whatever
Even though the guy was cool.
I don't think he's
just like.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I don't think he's very. I don't know. I don't think he's a lead. That actor.
No. I know Anthony Ramos.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd.
Great
I wouldn't
voice.
think so either.
He's great in Hamilton, but like even in The Heights, like he was actually good in The Heights, but that's because it's a musical where he could shine. But I think as a serious act, well, it's Transformers, so I don't even know how serious it gets. But I don't know how he fits as a lead. We'll see.
It was just for the story, to be honest, but there's a cool thing that happens to him that I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Did you guys watch Transformers when you were young, like the TV show, the animated show?
Which one though?
Yes.
So either.
Kind of just depends.
Well, the reason I asked is I was going to ask how involved, because I only sparingly watched it. How involved were humans? Because I think it would be very cool, and they won't do it because us watchers need a human so we could have some sort of connection. But I think it'd be pretty cool if it was just a Transformers movie with no main human and protagonist.
They should have just got out. They should have just got another. They should have just go to their what's it called? Their
Deceptivice.
Decepticons.
No, the planet.
Their own planet.
Where Bumblebee starts. Where Bumblebee starts. The movie Bumblebee starts in this place. It starts really cool.
Prime?
We have to. Is this Cybertron?
Cybertron. Yeah.
Cybertron. Yeah, it is Cybertron. Yeah.
You guys, I hate you guys doubted me so hard.
I did doubt you because it just doesn't sound like Cybertron. Sounds more like a character from Transformers, not the planet or whatever.
Look,
yeah.
There's 2 games that you guys should play. It's this one.
Not gonna play that ever. That's a PS3 game, Danny.
War for Cybertron.
Okay.
Too old.
And then
Is
Fall
that another
for Cybertron.
PS3 game? Which one's first?
Too old.
I think it's this one is first.
The Rise of
It's
the
a PC.
Oh, War for
I think it is.
Yeah, too old.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Danny, I still gotta play Jedi Survivor.
Jeez, I haven't played
I'm
it
so
yet.
behind. I wanted to play. I although it's problematic, and I know a lot of people refuse to play it. But I also wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy because it looks fun.
Yeah, that was a fun game. That was a fun game.
I bought the game. I stopped playing it after like 2 days.
Oh shit!
Just go. Why?
I don't know. I liked it, but for some reason it just didn't get me into it. And then something else came out like literally like a couple days after that.
Yes, something.
I don't
Yes.
remember what it was, but yeah.
And then I played more of that game than I played that game. So
it's pretty fun. I liked it. This year, best year for video games.
I was
hands down. I think it's one of the best years ever for video games.
Aside from Starfield, so Baldur's Gate, it's Tears of the Kingdom. What else? I don't know. We got Spider-Man 2 coming up.
Spider-Man 2.
Jedi
Survivor. What else?
There was like a list of like 14 or 15 games that all scored really well that I saw.
Yeah, and not just those indie games too. There's a bunch of indie games that I played this year. I forgot the name of it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's fun.
It's fun. This year,
NHL 23. That came out last year, but we had a lot of fun playing it.
Nah, I mean that's go on.
Ciao, bro. Let's ciao.
What are we just talking?
Anyways, Bottoms is a lot of fun. You guys should watch it. I think back to the stand-up comedy, Danny. I know you're really into stand-up comedy.
I haven't seen new ones because I don't know. My boy Schultz hasn't made new ones, so.
Because he's the only doing podcasts now.
He became really popular in podcasts. Yeah.
Everyone's just doing podcasts. Fucking copycatters. They all want to be like us tangents, not us tangerines.
You know, I wasn't listening to podcasts, but you know, sometimes you go to the reels on Instagram and you see a lot of those porn star podcasts. So this is a guy who does like
hold on, Danny.
Porn stars.
No. That is not a. You know how you see a lot of porn stars. Okay. No, we don't. That sounds like a you thing.
No. But
it sounds like that's in your algorithm.
Podcast,
I haven't seen a porn star podcast.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, so it's just like a bunch of different types of podcasts. All right. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Anyways, it just talks about. Yeah, it just talks about the. But I don't know what kind of podcast. I didn't listen to what they talk about. What do you think? What do you think they always ask this? Like, what can you talk with a porn star?
You're coming off a little insensitive, Danny. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of things. There's human beings. You can.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, are they gonna talk about the work all the time? They're gonna talk about how it affects them mentally. Some of them, it affects them really.
I don't know. I mean, you're the one who said you've listened to like a reel of it, right? What do they talk about?
Oh, they're just asking how. I think the last one was like how much did it hurt to do those big, the big cucumbers.
Yeah.
And one of the girls says like it hurts for days, and I was like, ugh. Yeah.
Interesting. Those poor women. Yeah. Getting exploited.
Hey, some of it they want to.
Okay.
It's not like they're forced.
I get to lie. Hey, what's up, Danny? Anime Danny's in here. What's up? Anime Danny's in the chat, Danny. You're Potato Danny. Let's get away from that. You're into stand-up comedy. Would you go watch stand-up comedy in the theater?
In the theater?
Yeah.
I don't think so, Jay. No, it's not the same. Maybe it is.
Well, watching a comedy movie in a theater has such a different experience because you like experiencing something with other people in the theater just always feels a little elevated.
You know what? You know what? I think I would because we went to see Friends. I think we went to see when they did it on theater. They only show like 3 episodes.
What?
I think. Yeah, you never. Yeah.
Didn't know that was
they
a
did
thing.
That.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then it was packed. By the way, the theater was packed, and everybody was just laughing at the jokes and like I think everybody who was there, they already knew.
Knew what? What was happening? What was
Like
coming?
yeah,
The
I mean the
because they
jokes
seen
and
it.
still laugh, and then it becomes a great experience to go to the movies and see that with a bunch of people who are into it. So yeah, I think you know what? Yeah, Jason. Yeah,
I hope that doesn't become a thing though. I want more comedy movies, not more stand-up. I'm sorry, but I feel like everyone, similar to podcasts, everyone's just doing stand-up these days, and I get a lot of stand-up reels in my reels. I don't know how this happened, but I get a lot of different people on there, and some of them are funny, but sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's a little cringy. Because when they're not that funny and they're on stage trying to be funny, it feels a little cringy to me. Like, ooh, that didn't.
So it is, Jason. Maybe that's your point of view how it is now. Back then you'd be like, ha 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 ha. But now when you're mature, you're like,
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say I've matured. I don't know. It's different. I used to like listen to a little bit. Cat Williams at his prime.
Oh, Cat Williams, yeah.
Remember when he got beat up by a teenager?
Oh. Jason, the way you say it.
That's just funny. That's funny. I want to know.
Cat Williams. It's hard to be a comedian. I'm
sure it is.
Imagine when you're starting and you go to. Think about this. You go to some bar, right? And then you're barely known. You don't even. A couple people know who you are, and then you go there and you start doing comedy, and you're like kind of nervous, and then people start telling you jokes. And you have to be quick. You have to be quick to respond, or to change like.
Well, it seems like that's the thing now. Danny, I've become a huge skeptic on almost everything. I've realized this. It feels like everyone is trying so hard to be famous on social media that they put up this persona. They think about a persona to put onto the internet before they even do it. So it's all thought out. Example being the girl on the airplane. So she's resurfaced, right? And one of the first things she did was have a tell-all podcast type of thing, sitting on her on her kitchen floor with a choreographed background and that type of stuff. A normal person like you and I wouldn't think about doing that. If we do something like that where we accidentally go viral because we thought we saw some sort of lizard person in the backseat of an airplane, we're not gonna come out and have a whole. Well, actually, you and I might, because we have a fake podcast here. But a normal person isn't going to be, I'm going to sit here in my kitchen, have a nice background, think about this, and that, know that I'm going to sit like this. I'm pretty sure she thought about it all. Like, she probably repositioned herself sitting down until she found the right one, right? I think what she's doing is all for publicity. Because now someone asked her at the airport, what did you actually see? And she said, I was told I can't disclose that information. Mm-hmm. And then, Danny, this is how much of a skeptic I'm becoming. Because now I'm thinking, are you lying to us? Are you just saying that to build more clouds? Because as soon as you say what you think you saw, you're going to lose a lot of credibility because it's going to sound outlandish. And if she doesn't say what she thinks she saw, it's just going to build on the mystery of what she saw.
She might get harassed.
She is getting harassed already.
Yeah. So there we go. So maybe
she's getting harassed because she's now a viral sensation. But every time you see her now, she's out in full makeup. She's out looking like she's going to some sort of press conference, which might be the way she goes out in general. But I don't know. For me, it's just it's just I don't know. I am skeptical about it all.
Let's say she's one of the creatures, the maybe a lizard or okay. Let's say
she's one of the lizard people.
Is it?
No, I'm asking.
Oh,
this
I
is
don't
the
know.
scenario that you're saying. This is the scenario you're
saying,
building right now.
Yeah. Let's say that she saw that. Okay.
Okay. Let's say that she saw the lizard. Okay.
All right.
It'll be a real person, or a real thing.
I don't. What do you mean?
Because I mean, if she's like that person right there is not real, right? Would that not still be a real person or real like?
Yeah, real creature. Yeah, it's a real creature.
What were you saying,
maybe
Danny?
she meant it like a.
Sorry. Oh,
yeah, you're fine, Adrian. You're fine.
No. I was just saying. Let's say she saw that. Okay. And then out of nowhere, let's say some type of government agency or something else is like, hey, what you saw? Like they pretend to be the police or something. Oh, there's this person. His eyes were like, because she said that her eyes would just close sideways or something. And it's like, okay, come with me, man. And then they tell her, okay, what you saw, you need to sign this MDA and not say anything else. Like, why? What is it? And it's like, man, just sign the MDA, and we're gonna guide you. Here's John. John is gonna guide you how to respond to the media. You're gonna say this and this, say that and say this. Is that far off? Can that be? Is it possible?
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is possible, assuming lizard people are real.
Well, let's not. We don't know if it's a lizard.
Right. It was just something blinking its sideways.
I mean, it could be like, I don't know, fairies. Some type of fairies look like humans.
A demon.
Vampires exist. Vampires are almost human. They can go on the light. It's not like they portray in movies.
I feel like we just have the same podcast every fucking day. This lately. It's just it always leads back to these damn conspiracies somehow. I'm sorry. I think I brought us here because I'm being skeptical. What was I first skeptical about? Social media stars.
Social media stuff. How people take it. Yeah, they take the persona that they're not just to be over.
Now I don't want to say that's a persona they're not, but I do think it's well thought out. I do think I think people are just now. Oh, that's right. Because we were talking about stand-up comedy. It feels like now every clip I see is some sort of they call it crowd play, where they pick on someone in the crowd. Now this is terrifying for me, Danny. I've always been scared to go to comedy those intimate comedy shows because I don't want someone to be like, "Hey, you over there with the balding head." I'm like, "Come on, dude. Like, really? You're gonna hit that? You're gonna hit that?
Hey,
that
you,
soft spot?
Hey, you. What do you have in your hair?
Nothing."
Everybody's laughing at you.
They're all laughing and pointing.
Come on, man.
Like,
who's that lady with you? Your sister?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't pull that, you piece of shit, motherfucker. You suck. You look ugly.
How much is he paying you? Like.
Yeah. Hey, exactly. God damn it. So coming back around, I feel like people now just go into the crowds wanting to get on somebody's crowd play. I've seen some crazy ones where I'm just like, no, like you are acting so out there, the people in the crowd, and the person handles it well. And I don't know, maybe it's not fake because the person always looks pretty scared. The stand-up comic always looks a little scared, but it feels like people now go into the crowds to want to get on somebody's real timeline, whatever the case may be. All this to tell you, Danny, I don't trust people these days. I don't trust social media.
I don't think you should at all.
I don't think anyone is coming off genuine.
Danny social media is the egos.
All fake. It's all fake.
I feel it more so than before. I feel like people have been saying this for a long time, and I know people only post what they want you to see from their life. No one's really, well, actually some people are posting themselves crying. There's a whole nother thing. I think
that's the thing I was going to talk about, Jason, but I don't know if you want to talk about that because I've seen so many posts of people like themselves crying, mostly women. I'm not saying that I don't see guys.
I've seen guys.
I've seen guys, but most of them are women, and I'm like, I will never feel comfortable posting myself. I don't know. I want them to talk to me like, hey, why do you do this? So I can understand like.
It is interesting. I think Jaden Smith recently, I don't know how recent it was, he posted himself crying. It is a little strange. I have no issue with public displays of crying if you're feeling that. But I do think it's weird that it feels like you are seeking attention. I hope this doesn't come off too insensitive.
Jason, I don't think it is, because it just seems like it. If you were not seeking attention, you would not post anything at all.
It just feels it doesn't feel genuine when they post themselves crying. It feels like, but it could also be a societal thing. I think I forgot who pointed this out. Maybe I've already brought this up on the podcast as well, but someone pointed out that people don't usually cry together, but they laugh together. And it's some sort of societal thing where it's just we as a society have looked at crying as a negative and a problem. And I'm okay with crying, Danny. I have good cries all the time. Sometimes I'm driving, I'm listening to Colors of the Wind, and I start crying of how shitty people are. So I don't have a problem with crying. But I do find it strange. If you ever see me post myself crying, Danny, something's up, man. Something is up.
That's an alien.
I don't mind talking about myself crying, but I don't want you to look at me cry. That's an alien me.
Yeah. There was do you guys saw the video with the doctor? She said she posted like she lost her patient and she was crying, but she put the camera in like he was just like by the wall crying, and she kind of got a backlash because like, why are you talking about this? Why are you posting that you lost a patient and you're crying and then the angle of the camera, it was in a position where you had to set it up. So like, we get it. It sucks to be a doctor. I'm not saying it doesn't.
I think that's more obvious when you could tell like, oh, they took time to set up their camera.
Yeah.
And like, or it's on like a stand or something. I think it's more genuine if you like they have the phone in the hand and like, they're just crying about something.
See, and if someone's having like some sort of Instagram Live, for example, and they're just talking because they want to talk about their feelings and what's going on with their life, like a celebrity, and then they start crying, I think that's a whole that's a whole different thing, because then they're but some people just take a picture of them crying, like they're mid-cry, and they're like, I should post this on Instagram. Similarly, I am also a little bothered when people post themselves giving food to the homeless. Why are you showing that?
Yeah.
I good for you. That's great. But you don't need to seek our attention, or you don't need our approval. You don't need to seek the approval of others that you're doing well. You don't need others to, because then that feels disingenuous. That you don't. The purpose wasn't to feed the homeless person. The purpose was to make yourself seem like you're a good guy or girl.
It's a selfless act. Selfish, but
So it's a selfless act. Selfless.
Yeah.
I mean, keep feeding the homeless people. That's no problem with that. But I mean, honestly, if you post yourself, it's no big deal either, because at least you're feeding the homeless person. It just doesn't feel as genuine. Real quick, Anime Danny here says, C-Swift movies sold out like crazy. I assume he's talking about in theaters. This also made, I forgot which movie got pushed up a week because Taylor Swift announced that they were...
Oh, yes.
I forgot what movie it was, but a movie got pushed up. They're like, nope, we're not going to compete with that. Danny, you still believe in the airplane girl as well? And that is correct, Anime Danny. You cannot trust this podcast. I might be an alien. Danny, what a fucking twist. What a twist. I am a... What were those people? Skinwalker. There you go.
No, you're not. No, Superworkers cannot live in normal life that you live because they're always hungry. They always killing animals or whatever. You're not always hungry.
You never know. You actually never know.
They're hungry 24/7, every second. Even after they eat a lot, they're always.
He has
eating.
a donut next to him. He's.
What do you have
after the podcast?
Oh, is that donut?
He's eating.
Oh.
This has been sitting on my desk for like it's been like 4 days. That it's just sitting there. I'm not.
I don't think so, Adrian. I don't think so. No, but
that's disgusting.
You know what I was thinking one time?
What were you thinking about one time? What were you thinking about?
More skinwalkers?
No. I was thinking. I think other creatures just likes to be us. To be honest, they like to be how we live, how we do things as humans.
I don't know. Have you seen humans? We're pretty stupid.
No. But we also like to party. He goes like to have fun.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, think about it. Most aliens, you don't think of them as to be having fun. They're finding resources, or they're finding like a way, or always experimenting. They're scientists, most of them. We think they're scientists. They're trying to kill. I'm like, they're not trying to have fun. They're not trying to have fun. So I'm like, what, do you guys want to become one of us? You guys want to be like chill with us? You know, have fun. Let's go. I don't know. Let's go to
Danny. What
Vegas.
celebrity? What celebrity you think is most likely to be a skinwalker slash alien?
No Skinwalker. They cannot.
Okay,
no.
fine, not Skinwalker. I'm sorry. What celebrity do you think is most likely
Get
to
your lore right, Jason.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
Jason.
sorry.
God damn it, Jason.
Somebody an alien who is living among us.
I don't know. I think it'll be hard I think aliens are smart enough not to become too popular.
Ah,
I don't think so.
I have no idea either. I don't know why.
Maybe I will say
answer.
I will say kind of following what Invasion taught us from Marvel.
Oh, Secret
Invasion. Secret Invasion is that there'll probably be something powerful, but like under the radar.
Oh, like
a lot of those people weren't under the radar though. They were pretty out there.
Danny brings up a good point. He said Paul wanted to party from the famous movie Paul with Seth Rogen.
Oh my
Simon
god!
Pegg.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
He wanted
yeah,
to party. That's a great.
yeah.
point.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
Yeah, exactly.
Danny,
I can show them how to party.
does it sadden you that we're never gonna see it in our lifetime?
No, Jason, we already talked about this many times. You know, you're just bringing memories that's gonna hurt me. Yes, it does sadden me.
It'll
You
be
know?
fine. Like we don't. I want to
we
see it.
could
I'll
see
be
it.
saddened too, actually.
It's just sad, Jay. It's just sad, Adrian. It's just the fact that
We might see it. You never
there's
know.
more. There's more to our life. There's so much more. Oh my god, there's so much more. There's just infinity of things that we haven't seen, experienced, dimensions that we're not be able to experience at all.
Danny, would you rather be a wizard from Harry Potter, or a Jedi from Star Wars, or
Oh, easy.
a Witcher?
Oh shit, that's a pretty cool one. Look, Jason, I already thought of this anyway.
Or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, or a Power Ranger?
No.
Ooh.
No, I'm already a gray Jedi who was
Is it
buried.
great or gray?
Gray Jedi who was one of the first
Wait,
Jedis.
great or gray?
Gray,
Gray. Okay.
Gray.
Okay. Heard.
but I was buried 20,000 BBY ago because I was one of the first one that the main users, and I found the planet of Yoda, and I trained with them. And then they're like, we're gonna need you in the future because they were able to see to the future. And they're like, okay, we're gonna bury you, and then you're gonna use some cool what color should I do? Pink lightsaber.
Pink.
Dual lightsaber, kind of fighting like Ahsoka, but kind of like Starkiller. You know how Starkiller fights with his lightsabers backwards, like that.
We don't really see that. No, like it seems like he's the only one who fights like that from the media that is popular.
Yeah.
Like on
Yeah, it's OP.
I feel like it's impractical though to fight with your sword backwards.
It's like but you know what? They're short. But you know how we'll fight though? You know, there's a technique that they're not supposed to use. Jedi's not supposed to use, and I think even Sith they're not supposed to use. Turn the lightsabers on enough. Like turning it on, so you know how you're fighting, right? Like a sword, and then you turn it off, and you kind of like pass through their block, and then just turn it on back again, and just slice it.
Oh, is that frowned upon?
Yeah, they're not supposed to do that. Yeah,
But it's like a street fight. Who cares?
I don't know why they don't do that. To be honest, it would be too OP. I think that would be like kind
Well,
of
not
like,
if they all use that tactic.
imagine.
No
how
one's
easy it was
stopping
to
them
kill?
from using that.
I would use that.
Well, I feel like if you see how lightsabers turn on, it's also impractical to do that because though technically it'll turn it off for you to go straight, it still takes a while for it to go down, and then it takes a while for it to go up. It's not like super instant.
Yeah,
so
but
by that time, if you're dealing with a Jedi that knows how to at least do combat, you'd be dead by the time you try to turn it back on.
Yes, but that's the lightsabers that we have now. But imagine if you were to improve that. I'm pretty sure you can.
Hey, that's a good point. Lightsaber technology hasn't really advanced.
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
actually,
always
it
been what
did.
it is.
No. No.
I'm
When
sorry, Danny.
Jedi's,
please.
this is. I don't think this is canon. I think this is Legends.
Then I
But
don't
in
care.
Legends, they used to have the lightsaber used to have like a battery pack connected to them. So you had to carry them because there was not enough energy.
That was the first
Yeah.
generations of lightsabers.
Yeah.
But that was it.
So, but
Yeah,
then
so,
after
like-
that, yeah.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know how
so
they
the
would
lightsabers
advance.
we-
It's just-
The lightsabers we currently see are the most advanced that they've been, but they haven't gone any further than that.
The Trakata is the fighting dirty lightsaber technique. The Trakata is to describe a lesser lightsaber form that takes special advantage of the lightsaber ability to turn on and off, a unique quality in melee weapons. And it tells you the whole story of the Old Republic. Yeah.
Trakata.
Oh my god. See how the fucking aliens don't want to be like us. God damn, we just talking about nerds. Don't worry about the existence of the universe and aliens. Don't worry about that. Just come and have fun with us, you know? Play some, I don't know, Taste the Massacre with us. Let's play some
Just think about it. There
Phasmophobia.
could be technically an alien listening to the podcast right now.
Hey man. Just have fun, man. Just enjoy human society life, you know? Yeah, we drink, we kill. You know, we do other things. Yes.
That was-
You know? But what? What's existent without having fun?
That was just a random two things.
We drink and we kill. You're wild, Danny.
Yeah, you know.
No,
Somebody-
Anime Danny, we are not sure.
Yeah.
Potato Danny is okay. We're not sure.
You know.
I think we fit, Danny. We fit because you're such a believer and I'm such a skeptic these days.
No, you know, I just try to open my mind, you know.
I don't mind opening my mind, but this
Gotta
sort of
open your
thing
third
is
eye.
just that's what I think that's what I need. Maybe I just need to open up my third eye. My what does Christian call it? My chakra. My takatra.
Open your chakra,
Takata. My chakra.
Trakata.
It-
By the way, Adrian, what about you, Adrian?
What about him?
Oh, right.
No,
I
if you want to be a
okay,
a Jedi or yeah.
Yeah, pick a Jedi. It's easy.
Okay. What's your lightsaber and what's your form?
Damn. I know they haven't showed it, but I want like a dark blue lightsaber.
A dark
Oh, like
blue.
dark blue.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They never
I don't think
showed
it was. I don't think it was showed dark blue though, would it? Because it produces light.
Well, I mean, there's a dark saber, so I would assume it,
Oh.
like a darker blue would work.
I don't see if a dark.
There's a
blue.
picture here of it. It looks kind of like a dark saber, but with a glow of blue. All blue crystal. Wait, well, never mind. That's something else.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh,
It is.
hold on. Let me show you guys something. Before, hold on.
Yeah,
well-
see, I'd take that. That looks cool.
It does look cool. It does. But do you think lightsabers will ever be a thing?
I think so. There's no like these.
There's too many nerds out there to not want to build that sort of thing.
Yeah, and these like bored billionaires. Like, you really think they're not gonna be like, oh, one day, I want a lightsaber.
You guys want to see something cool?
What does this freaking nerd have? That looks. Is this an old shirt? It looks.
Jason,
looks
exactly.
really old.
That's
Oh.
exactly.
I
it is the
remember
old
this shirt.
Yes,
Not even from
is-
you wearing it, just when it was like a popular
Yes.
shirt to wear.
But
Oh,
this
that's
is
so
like
cool.
this is like a remake.
Ooh,
That's pretty
And I
sick.
have another.
dude.
I have another. I don't know why I brought the other one.
It's pretty sick. You showed me you had the Yoda one on like a week or two ago. I believe he had a Yoda one on. That just gave me nostalgia. That Darth Maul shirt.
Dude, you
for
know,
those
Jason-
who are just real quick, just those just listening, he pulled up a T-shirt that is a Darth Maul on the front with his dual lightsaber.
Red face.
Lightsaber in
Yes.
the back.
No, he has a bullshit.
It could have been Darth Maul. It could have been the devil from Insidious.
this is true.
Okay, yeah, you
demons
should. You
do
had that.
exist.
You had that Yoda one on
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a week ago. A week or two.
By the way, not cheap shirts, by the way, but I just saw them, and that's exactly Jason, because I remember the whole commercial. They used to sell it on those TV shopping channels. If you look it up, and then it reminded me of that, and I was like, I need to have that shirt. Yeah.
Oh, this is the one I'm thinking of. This one is different, but this is definitely the one I'm thinking of. I can't even explain it for those of you who. All right, if you Google it and you go to shopping, second row, third one. All right, for those of you who want to look it up. If you don't, whatever. But this is the one. Darth Maul, what a character! What a character! What a redemption! Dave Filoni. Star Wars is back, baby.
Star Wars is back. Star Wars is back.
With Ahsoka, with Andor. Dave Filoni is freaking bringing it back. And he is turning this... Round of applause for Dave Filoni.
Clap, clap,
Well
clap,
deserved.
clap, clap, clap,
Well
clap.
deserved. We're coming up so bad, Danny. It's going to pick up better in the
Oh,
OBS,
I
in OBS
hope
than
so.
in Discord, but...
I hope, but yeah, Dave Filoni is just, he's just being a masterpiece right now.
There are theories out there that he is even fixing the whole cloning shit from the sequel, the new sequels.
Please,
He has to.
There are theories that like everything with Thrawn and what's going on in Ahsoka, spoilers, whatever. I don't care. It's been too late. It's been too long. Like if you don't know what happened with Thrawn from Rebels, like catch up, please. I'm gonna call out my brother right quick. I don't even know if he listens to this anymore, but I'm gonna call him out because you've had plenty of time to catch up. So I'm gonna spoil. You gotta catch up on this shit now. Now, if you don't know what's going on with Thrawn, and you are watching Ahsoka, you gotta get back, dude. You can't call us out for not him in particular now, but people are calling out spoilers from Ahsoka. But we're in Rebels. Like, why are you even watching Ahsoka? You gotta watch Rebels. You have to.
Tell him. You know what I learned? There's a lot of new fans because of Mandalorian. People who have never seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because I met some of them. They're like, "Oh, I love the Mandalorian." He's like, "He's so that show is so good," and they're like, "I haven't seen that new show, Ahsoka or something like that." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And they're like, "I don't know about Andor," and I'm like,
So I do. I mean, all right. I guess they like Mandalorian. That's fine. But I think the bigger problem here is that it is kind of difficult to get into all of it. Because
it is.
It's actually pretty difficult now that I think about it. Because you gotta watch You don't have to, but Clone Wars is so much good content and world building. And I mean, you didn't watch Clone Wars. I'm pretty sure the Darksaber was kind of a mystery when you watched Mandalorian. Like, what the hell does this really mean? And Ahsoka, the start of Ahsoka is like, what the heck is going on? Who are these characters? If you didn't watch Rebels,
Yep.
So it is kind of difficult to get back onto the. Andor is a little more friendly with that. You really just need to watch a Rogue One.
Obi-Wan is easier because you only have to watch just the movies. That's it. You have to watch just the movies.
So it's not you know what? Never mind. I take it back. I'm sorry for those of you who are getting spoiled.
Boba Fett? What about Boba Fett?
What a trash show.
Yeah. The motorcycle people. Why would you put motorcycle people?
It wasn't.
Okay,
it wasn't
bad.
The best,
Adrian.
but it wasn't that terrible.
Adrian.
I still enjoyed it for what it was.
What's his name? Vane? No, Vader? No, what's his name?
Oh, Cad Bane.
Okay.
I mean, Cad Bane was cool though. Like,
he was cool, but the way he.
The way it went down.
Do I think he? Yeah. Do I think he died? No.
No, he didn't die.
No way, he's dead.
Spoilers, but you know what? At this point,
God,
you guys could go kiss my ass.
I don't know what the timeline is. I get confused on timelines of all the shows that are coming out. But what if he comes into play in Rebels? Or sorry, Rebels season 5 Ahsoka. No, that's too much. They wouldn't do that. That's gonna be a whole Mandalorian thing. They're not gonna build that into Ahsoka, I don't think. Never mind.
You never know.
It's too many timelines actually now that I'm really thinking about it. Like if they're gonna be Andor season 2, Mandalorian, are they gonna do Boba Fett season 2? And then Ahsoka? That's too much. Alright, I'm done. I'm out. Star Wars is gone.
So apparently the whole Mandalorian seasons 1, 2, 3 or whatever take place before Ahsoka. So that's kind of like the
just before, right? Just
kind of
before.
world, yeah, like world building before we see what's happening now with Ahsoka.
Okay.
Because I guess from what it seems like, they're trying to show where the galaxy is with a different point of view, and how like there's obviously other people, like we see what the Empire's doing, the doo-doo ass New Republic,
which in season
bunch
like
of idiots.
episode 3 of that, of showing what like the Empire falling, but then like they still have people in the factories who still believe in the Empire and building up the New Republic. That sort of thing is really cool to me, because we don't see it in the movies. It kind of just is what it is, and it just gets answered in the beginning crawl. But it's cool seeing it in episode 3 where they're like, yeah, there's still people in the Empire who are here, but hey, we pay them, so we trust them. And then they couldn't be trusted.
Stupid.
Yeah, really. It was kind of stupid explanation, honestly. But I think it's cool that they show that this is how the New Republic gets built into the new sequels movies.
By the way, I
kind of why they seem so stupid in the in the sequels.
Yeah,
I fully support the Empire. Fully support the Empire.
For what?
The Empire.
Yeah, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because of the Republic, they're so dumb. Especially the scene in the second episode of Ahsoka. They're like, "You think Thrawn is alive?" And then Hera's like, "Yeah, dude, come on, let's go look for him."
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
that idiot.
I was like, and then not just him, like the whole
Asian guy, right?
Yeah, not just and also on Andor too. The Republic are like, you guys trying to rehabilitate these people. You know that once that you cannot really turn it back to being good guys. You can't. They're like, yes, we can, because we're better.
Honestly, it is kind of dumb that they would. Yeah. They just defeated the Empire, like in Ahsoka, and then they're just like, we could trust them.
Yeah,
we could trust. Yeah. Like they got rid of one person, like the bigger people, and then they're like, yeah, we're good. Then it's not gonna happen again. That is kind of stupid.
They killed like planets and murdered people, but it's okay. Bring them. They'll work for money.
We got some of them.
Like us.
Yeah,
that is true. That is pretty stupid. Can't wait to see Thrawn next week. Can't wait to see him. What he's gonna do. Man, Dave Filoni you see that he has a vision for it, and that's what it was always lacking before. Mandalorian, he didn't really touch Mandalorian too much. I don't know if the crowd here knows, but I'm not. You two know, but the listeners, the 5 listeners that we have, I don't know how much they all know that I'm not a big fan of Mandalorian shows.
I don't know how much they're liking this conversation Star Wars they didn't watch.
That's true. But Mandalorian is just not a very good show.
Season 3 was just, I don't know, it was all over the place.
Yeah. The show, as a show, it's not very good. The storytelling is not good. I don't like this every week is a new monster type of feel to it, especially for such a short season. So it feels lost then, but Dave Filoni's going to reel it all back in, because he's good at coming up with weird explanations to make sense of some things, even though it might not be great. He didn't exactly redeem Jar Jar Binks, in my opinion, but he tried.
I want Jar Jar Binks to be evil, to be honest. I really do. I'll be one of those persons who are really not gonna get mad. I'll be like,
nope. He's on Tatooine being a little actual jester.
He's the most OP character in the Star Wars universe. He did not die.
Yeah, it's confirmed. He's on Tatooine and he's a jester.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
look it up. He's
a
jester.
What a twist, though, because he was in the Senate, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What a
he's literal senator.
Like a roller coaster.
And there we go. That's how he starts. He's like, he starts getting his revenge because he's like, he was on the top.
And you were literally making this theory up in your head right now as we talk about it.
Yes,
it's not a thing.
And then he's gonna become a Sith. He's gonna start learning. He's gonna be like, okay.
So I didn't recognize in Ahsoka that first episode when they are trying to introduce Sabine when what's his name, Ray is talking, the governor, mayor, whatever he is, and then he passes it on to the kid. I didn't realize that was the kid from Rebels. that would hang out with them every now and then.
Jason?
No, that's Harris and Kanan's son.
It was a different dude. No, that's a different dude. He was in like
Oh,
one
but
episode.
the pilot?
Yeah,
Was it
He
the
was
pilot?
in one episode with like
Yeah.
Ezra escaped with
yes,
that guy.
yes.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That was
Neither
pretty
did
cool.
I until I, internet. So-
We'll start talking about Star Wars, people. Sorry.
We're done talking about
Yeah.
Star Wars, and now we're going to transition to Star Wars last minute joke with Danny.
You know how you can get your lightsaber all the way up and hard?
How, Danny?
You just have to turn me on.
Okay, not bad. Oh, someone gave you that cricket. It wasn't me, Danny. Someone gave you the cricket. Not your worst joke. Not your worst joke. I don't think you had to say long and hard because it's a lightsaber, but
Yeah, but sometimes like it can be wonky, kind of like in Family Guy.
that's not a thing.
Yeah, I think there's a wonky lightsaber.
You haven't seen that with the old dude on the Star Wars movie, the Family Guy one,
Oh god.
Obi-Wan.
Everybody, thank you for listening. Don't forget. You know what? You all forget. I'm still upset with everyone. Another day.
Damn.
Don't forget to like, subscribe,
Yeah.
click that bell, give us a follow, give us those 5 stars,
Gonna call
turn on the
somebody out, but-
notifications.
I'll keep that
We'll,
quiet.
we'll keep it in next time. We'll call him out again some other time because I gotta call myself out because I've been slacking. I've been lagging on posting stuff right now. We've been lagging. Danny and I have been last weekend we didn't record.
And basically with live people, we told you
Okay,
guys already.
We told you guys if you want us to record often, pay us. Don't pay us. Adrian, you son of a gun. You actually sent me money, by the way.
Oh, he did.
He actually sent
Yeah.
me money
For an extra shot.
for an extra shot. I didn't realize it
You-
till the
you-
next morning.
You did took it though. Hey, you did took it.
I
though.
was apparently.
He did take the shot.
I don't
yeah,
know how
he took the
Diana's.
shot,
I don't know
though.
how
That's good.
Diana's gonna feel with me. You know what? Apparently, let's just say most of that shot wasn't even shot of alcohol.
No,
By
so
the
you-
way, if people
You
don't
lied to
know,
me.
no,
I
no,
didn't
no,
know
no,
this.
no,
It was
no, no.
revealed to me.
Advertising.
It was revealed to me afterwards that it was about half a shot and the rest wasn't alcohol. But it doesn't matter, Adrian.
Water?
I was.
Adrian, we were on after that for 2 hours after that.
No, it was
And let
not
me-
2 hours.
And I
was
think
not
it
2
felt
hours.
like was it like an hour? Okay, let's say an hour because it was at least an hour and a half.
Feelings came out.
And then we were.
I was crying.
No. Jason was. I don't think you were crying.
I was
saying
crying.
like you were gone.
No, I was
You
crying.
had-
I remember.
oh yeah, because we said something. But anyways,
I was crying.
Yeah.
I don't mind sharing. I was crying, and it's feelings I have, not even the alcohol, Danny. You guys all thought it was the alcohol. The alcohol maybe helped come out. I have a very, very soft spot for children or anyone with autism.
yes, I
I've
forgot.
seen
Yeah,
firsthand
yes. Yes.
how much they get made fun of at times
yes,
and bullied, and I have a
Yes.
very soft spot for that. As I said earlier in this podcast, I was a basketball. I worked in a basketball camp for a few years. Well, it was like 9 years, so every summer. And there was a kid named. Well, I'm not gonna reveal his name, but there was a kid who had autism, and we connected and we talked often. He was a really good kid. He's still alive. I'm making it sound like he's dead. I think he's still alive. But I have a soft spot. He would get bullied sometimes at the camp, so I have very little tolerance for any sort of bullying towards autistic children. We were talking about it. I don't remember why, but I started crying. And Dana's like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "Oh, well, because I was just thinking about this. It got brought up, and now I'm thinking about these poor kids who have to suffer.
yes, yes.
Freaking suffer because fucking people are pieces of shit." As you can tell,
People
it does bother me. I remember why we were talking about it. I remember. I'm not going to review that right now.
Yeah. That's why.
Basically,
I said,
it was anti-vaxxers who are just stupid and care so
Yes.
much about their children having autism, and they're like, "Oh no, my life is gonna be so hard because my child has autism." Fucking grow up and own up to it. As you could tell, it does fill me with rage, and that night it filled me with sadness. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this podcast.
Don't forget about my joke that I said earlier.
Well, yeah.
Good night and good luck.